Hi everyone, and welcome back to day 14 of Christmas in September here at Stampin. Today is day 2 of using the Hang Your Stocking set, and this set has coordinating dies that go with it that are called Christmas Stocking. It's a really fun set. There's so much you can do with it. Yesterday we made some stockings and hung them by the fireplace. And today we're going to make baby's first Christmas stockings. Now I did this one in pink. This is Pink Pirouette. And today we're going to do one for a little boy. So I'm going to do it in Soft Sky. So we need the Hang Your Stocking stamp set and coordinating die. We also need the layering ovals framelit. We're going to use the largest scallop. And we need the stitched shapes framelit. We're going to use the largest oval. Then we need 2 embossing folders. We need the brick wall, and we need the cable. And we also need the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set. We're going to use this Merry Christmas. And for ink, we need Soft Sky, some Versamark, because we're going to be embossing, and we need some silver embossing powder. And for other paper, we need some gold foil. As far as for the base papers for the card, we're going to have a piece of Soft Sky, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. We have a piece of Whisper White that's cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and we have a piece of Soft Sky that's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So the first thing we're going to do is emboss our blue piece. Now you'll notice that I have my Merry Christmas embossed right in this bottom brick centered. So when I put my paper in my embossing folder, I want to make sure that I place it. Fortunately, you can see right through it. I want to place it so that that large brick is centered right in the middle of the bottom. Let me just bring it over just a tiny bit. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but you do kind of want it semi-centered. I'm going to go run this through, and I'll be right back. Okay, and here is my embossed brick wall. Now, when you emboss with this folder, you have the embossed side with the grout, which is raised, and on the flip side, you have it debossed with the grout that's not raised. So for a little baby, I thought this looked softer, so I'm going to use mine on the debossed way. So now I'm going to stamp my Merry Christmas right there with some Versamark ink. Let's ink this up. I'm going to put that right there. Now with some silver embossing powder, I'm going to emboss that. And this will take just a second to emboss because it's so small. Okay, now I'm going to take my white piece of paper, and I'm going to show you how we're going to save some paper. This white piece of paper, all you can see is just the very edge of it because it's a matte. So the inside of that white is pretty much hidden and wasted. So we need a piece of scrap paper, white paper, to cut out this background, and we also need some to decorate our stocking. So we're going to get that right out of the inside of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our die. I'm going to make some room for it right here. twisted. Okay, and then I'm going to take all of my 3 pieces for my stocking, and I just want to make sure they're clean from the pink, and we're going to stamp those in Soft Sky. Right here. And here are the matching dies that go with that. This cuts out the top, and these cut out the heel and the toe. So I'm going to go run all of this through my Big Shot, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have everything all cut out, and now I'm going to attach my brick to my cut up piece of Whisper White. So with my adhesive, I'm using my fast fuse today because my snail is upstairs. Oh, and it just ran out. Hold on one sec, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back in business. I got my snail all refilled. Camera keeps wobbling though. Hoping I don't lose you. Okay, so now I'm going to attach this to my white, and it is just a sliver of a border on that. Okay, now I'm going to put that aside. Now I have a tiny scrap piece of Soft Sky, and I'm going to die cut my stocking. After I die cut my stocking, I'm going to take that die cut piece and I'm going to put it in my cable dynamic embossing folder. And the reason you have to die cut it first is if you emboss the scrap piece of paper and then die cut this, when you run it through that machine the second time, you're going to lose all of your embossing. So I'm going to do that over at the machine. And while I'm there, I'm also going to do my silver die cutting. So what I'm going to do to make this back piece is I'm going to use this large oval. And now I'm going to save some of that paper that's in there. See, this is how what I ended up saving from this one. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the white paper. I'm going to take a smaller oval die and I'm going to put that in the middle. I want a little smaller than that. Oops, thought I had this all set, but I guess I didn't. So I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to cut that out. Okay, and while I'm at it, I'm going to take my little tree and I'm going to die cut him right here. I'm not going to die cut him in the middle because I'm going to want to use that piece. That's a perfect size to cut out a stitched shape framelit at some point in time, later on at some point in time. So for now, that's what I'm going to go run through. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with all my pieces. Now, just like I did when I was embossing my brick, when I was embossing my stocking, I wanted to make sure that this cable knit ran right down the center. So what I'm going to do is attach, I'm actually going to pop dot this. Hold on one sec. I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on this stocking because I do want it to pop up a bit. I'll put one at the toe and one at the heel and 2 at the top. And then I'm going to center this right on my white cutout there. Now I'm going to take the pieces that I cut out to embellish my stocking with. I'm going to put some adhesive. Just going to use glue pen. This goes along the top. And these go. This is the toe. Now the toe is more of a half circle. The ankle is the one that has a bit of a warped figure. And that fits there beautifully. And I'm going to take my little silver tree, and with a glue dot, I'm going to add that right onto my stocking. I just love the colors of the silver with the blue. Now here's the piece that I cut out. I used the large scallop and I used the smaller oval. And this is the piece that I got that now I'm just going to save and put it in with my scraps because that's going to come in handy. So now I'm going to attach some adhesive to my oval. And I'm going to attach it to my silver piece. And now I'm going to attach that to my brick. Now I have a little bit of thick white baker's twine. I'm just going to make a little bow with over here. Oh, didn't tie it tight enough. Okay, it's a little boy. He's getting a knot. That's fine with me. I don't mind. Cut that just a tad small. And now this is going to get mounted to my card base. Here's the card base. And again, it's just a tiny little border. And there we have it. Baby girl's first Christmas and baby boy's first Christmas. I just think those are adorable. I just wish I had a stamp that said baby's first. But on this, so for this little one for the girl, I did put some Wink Stella on the top fur and the little toe and heel, but I didn't do it for the little boy. I guess you could. But anyway, there they are, little girl and little boy. And that's day 2 of Hang Your Stockings. And I hope you will come back tomorrow because I do have one more fun Hang Your Stocking card for Christmas in September at Stamp with Anna. If you have any questions about these projects or any of the products that I used, please contact me through my blog at www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow.